feel as though if they don't intuitively understand your ebooks, there must be something wrong with them. So the first time, I'll be honest, it's complicated, but once you've done it once, it gets easier. Making sure that you've deliberately sat down with your staff to ask them how they talk about ebooks, what comes out of their mouth. What's the first thing when somebody says, can I download an ebook from the library? What do they say in response? If you haven't sat down as a staff and thought about what that is, whether it's just you or whether it's a lot of people who talk about ebooks, that is a really important step in merchandising because it's going to reach more people than a lot of the other things we're going to talk about today. So I built a bunch of discussion points in here because it seems to me we have people from a lot of different types of libraries. We have a lot to learn from each other when it comes to things like ebook merchandising. I have another selection from a 2012 Pew Research Center report here that basically points out why we're even talking about ebook merchandising in the first place, which is, it says here, in the general public, many people who would want to know about ebooks don't know if their library provides ebooks. Now, this is in June 2012, but it was still fairly recently when many people had ebooks and in their libraries, and 58% of library card holders surveyed said they weren't sure. That includes, and this is not just our non-users or not just people we only see a couple times a year, this includes 55% of people who say that the library is very important to them, not being sure. 53% of people who actually have a tablet already, 48% of people who have an e-reading device. So we're not talking about disinterested parties who are not sure about ebooks. We're talking about our bread and butter in terms of who should know, and who should love borrowing ebooks from us. So when we're talking about merchandising, something we also need to talk about are what are the points of service and the points of need in the library building. Because if we're going to put signs up, we're going to put up stickers, if we're going to train staff,